What's up friends? Today we're going to be talking about dope delays, and I'm going to show you 4 different cool ways that I use it, only using the default delay. I'm not even going to get into echo or filtered delay or grain delay today. I'm just going to show you how much you can do with one simple delay plugin. Alright, so let's check out our first example and then talk about how I'm going to customize this setting. Alright, so the first thing you might notice is after a measure or two, it gets a little muddy. And it's just, yeah, I could turn the feedback down. I could turn the dry wet down. But what I do want is for it to be, my delay to be more responsive to my playing. So what I've set up is a rack that it has called Sidechain delay. So I have 2 chains here. One is dry and the other one is wet. So dry has nothing on it. So if we play just the dry, it sounds like this. Right? And then if we add the wet, what's going on here is it's the exact same delay, but it's on dry wet 100%, and it's side chaining to the dry chain. So the way that you do that is you go audio in from the track itself, and then you go into this external tapping point, and we're going to choose any of these 3. Dry, pre-effects, post-effects, or post-mixer. It doesn't matter because I don't actually have any effects on my dry channel. That's why it's called dry. And then I just put a little bit of utility for some extra gain. So what this does is allows the delay to duck to the dry signal and then come out when the dry signal goes away or diminishes in volume. So let's hear it now. It's a lot cleaner and it'll sit way better in the mix with the drums. Cool, so a simple sidechain delay can help you get a ton of echo, a ton of reverb, a ton of delay, but still preserve the transience or the integrity and clarity of the actual dry signal. Okay, round 2, slapback delay. Fun fact, my first touring band ever was a salsa band, and I played stuff that kind of sounded like this. So let's look at what we got going on here. Still again kind of simple, so I made a rack, and basically slapback is having a really fast delay, under 100 milliseconds. Once you get over 100 milliseconds, it sounds more like an echo like we did on our last example. Okay, so look at what I have here. I've switched it from the sync to the time, and on my left I have 50 milliseconds and on my right I have 70, and I got the filter on, but the filter isn't really doing a ton. Let's see the difference. Just pull some of the highs and some of the lows, and then just a mid-range fattener, which is a preset for the saturator, just to give it a little more crispness. But I really like this slapback delay. I believe there are some presets for this, but this is one that I just made myself. And I have it on ping pong, so it's going back and forth. So try this on some lead playing or maybe some funky staccatoed rhythmic playing like I have here. So that's slapback delay. All right, slap and bite. All right, here's our third example. Chop it. Neat. Okay, so the real meat and potatoes of this rack is the modulation section of our delay. So let's unpack what's going on here. So basically what modulation is doing is we're sending a wave, like an LFO, to affect various elements of our delay, right? So the rate is just how fast that modulation is occurring, okay? And now the filter in and of itself means that this modulation is going to affect this frequency and where it is. So let's turn off our delay modulation. We're going to turn our modulation rate all the way up so it's really extreme, and we're going to turn our filter modulation all the way up so it looks right here, it says 40 hertz, and then our filter at 100. And how does that sound? Slow it down, it'll be more subtle. We turn the dry wet all the way up and you can really hear how it's, oh, did you hear the filter right there? It's sweeping. Turn it fast. So really what's happening is this filter is going back and forth right now. Alright. Now how about we do mess with the delay time. So that's affecting these variables now. So let's turn that all the way up and let's mess with it. That's cool. That really gives it the chopped sound right there when you are affecting the delay times. Now watch this. Put on repitch mode and it's going to get real crazy. Because remember, repitch mode causes a variation in pitch when we change our time here. So, and if you can even look here, that's what it says in the bottom left-hand corner. Repitch causes a pitch variation when changing the delay time, similar to the behavior of old tape delay units. Pretty cool, huh? Another couple more macros that I have in here. My fine-tuning delay, that's just right here. So if you're in repitch mode, you can really hear those fine-tuning delays. Low cut just takes out some of the lows. A lot of times when we're dealing with echoes, we want some of that sub information removed because it just is muddying things up. You could also use it as an effect. And then last but not least, compression. I'll just make it louder essentially. Make it louder because I have the makeup gain on. And then our feedback is how long these delays last for. Alright, wild stuff. So that is the Chop It rack. All these are available in a download in the description. Last but not least, a little bit of lo-fi chorusing kind of thing. let's unpack this. So, fairly simple. I have an LFO coming from the Max for Live plugins. This is a Max for Live audio effect called LFO. And when you bring it in, I've done this in some other videos as well. When you bring it in, it'll look like this. Then you click on map and you can assign it to wherever you want. And then this wave is affecting this variable. So that's what it looks like at the onset of this. Okay, so what I did is I actually have two mappings here. So if you click on this menu in the top right corner, that allows that to unfold, and you can do multiple mappings that are all affected by the same wave and the rate and depth and variable. So that's kind of neat. You can have multiple parameters being affected by one wave, okay? So, and if you look here, my left time and my right time are both assigned, but I have different percentages, so they're not just doing the exact same thing. And then if I'm in repitch mode, that means my left and my right are going to be at slightly different pitches, okay? So then let's go back to here. So I have my rate mapped to macro 1, which I labeled speed, and my depth mapped to macro 2, which I labeled intensity. Speed means rate, intensity means depth. So what I like the most is a real low speed and kind of moderate intensity. As far as dry wet, I could mess with it being 100 or less than that. There's a little bit of a delay when you do that because of the times that I have here. So that's why I have it at 75. So we get a little bit of the dry signal and the transient, similar to what we're doing with the sidechain effect in example 1. Let's hear this again. Now I could go to fade or jump, and I wouldn't have as much of the pitchy stuff. Still kind of lo-fi, but some different artifacts there. What about if we go to jump? How about we turn the intensity down, but the speed up on jump? So we do that, but then turn our dry wet down. Almost sounds 8-bit-esque. Cool, so that's the lo-fi chorus that I made. All these are available in download. So, recap, we got the Sidechain echo. We have the Slapback echo. We have the chopper using the modulation section. And then we have the LFO tool affecting our delay times to give us this lo-fi chorusing sound. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching my dad's videos. His name's Derek and he makes music as Cloudchord, like his hat.
I'm also a guitarist and Ableton certified trainer. Every Tuesday I upload new videos, so if you learned something, be sure to
like and subscribe. And his hat is really cool.